Hi everyone. Hello. Here we are, and welcome to Free and Clear Fridays with Dr. Sarah. Hi everyone. I'm so grateful that you are joining me, be it live, in the future. Here we are. And wow, what an amazing day. So there's so many things going on that we get to talk about today, explore today. I'm just so grateful that you're here, and I wonder what else is possible that we can go from problems to possibilities, right? So that's our aim, is really to get clear of anything that maybe has built up over the week, right? Anything that hasn't been serving you, anywhere things have been heavy. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I see you. And by the way, you are more than welcome to comment anything that you would like to have me speak about, or anything that's been showing up for you for the week. It's such a contribution to all of us, because any place that we can clear anything that's not serving you contributes to everyone else. It's kind of how it works. So I'm grateful for all of it. There's no question that is not a good question. So please feel free to share. And if you don't, that's okay too. You just being here in the space with me is so lovely. And wow, what else is possible now? So we are going to be talking about a few things today. One thing in particular is the topic of the week, which was on uniqueness and being unique. Now, that's something I've always aimed to do. I don't know about you, but for sure for me, fitting into being normal in this reality was not a good fit. Because actually, normal in this reality is abnormal for those of us who don't actually resonate with a very linear point of view, which is very much this reality. So, as you may know from other shows, just in case you haven't seen this, there are some tools that we're going to use on the live. And one of them is called Pod and Pock, or Destroy and Uncreate Anything That's Heavy for You, or Deep Breath In and Release All of the Heavy on the Exhale. You choose. I'm going to share with us the longer version of the clearing statement. So this is where something shows up and something is heavy. Hi everyone. Ariel. Hi Dennis. Hi Mackenzie. Oh, thank you for everyone for joining. I so appreciate you. And if I don't say your name, I'm saying hi to you. It's sometimes hard to see the details on the live, but welcome. And so we can clear as we go along, which is the whole point of Free and Clear Fridays, so that by the time, from the beginning of this live to the end, you'll notice, hopefully, some more space, some more ease, and anything that's built up from the week that's been heavy for you, we can bring it here. So again, thank you for joining. And today's a little bit of a special day too. It happens to be my birthday. And what I see that to be is a celebration of living and being with amazing beings like you. Like seriously, I made a video earlier today. It was a TikTok Reels video that spoke about this in a way that is my greatest wish, really, is for you to be the being that you are with ease, and to embrace that and to choose that. So let's clear that. Anything that will allow you to truly be the being that you are, truly be. Let's destroy and uncreate anything that will allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So that's the longer version of the clearing, just for you newbies who are just jumping on and joining me here. So Again, so where have you not allowed yourself to truly be the being you are capable of being? Anything will allow that to choose that, to be the true being you be. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So I wonder, what are you noticing as we clear this? Is it a little lighter? And everything that's heavy about you being you, destroy and uncreate all that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds. And isn't it interesting how that connects to the topic of the week, which is uniqueness? So uniquely being you. Now, it's not something that you have to be stagnant in. Maybe it's just allowing yourself to flow. Can you imagine if I came on here and started thinking, this would be a completely different live video, and it would be really boring and contrived, and I'd be like, okay, so now what are you feeling? And everywhere you're feeling that, I wonder, what can you do differently? Oh my gosh, I would drive myself crazy. So everywhere you've tried to be someone that you're not, rather than being in the flow and the energy of who you really are, let's destroy and uncreate all that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. Now the version you can use outside of here, which is probably, much more simple than this more complex clearing statement, and it's simply POD and POC. So you can POD and POC anywhere that anything is heavy for you. So that's just a reminder. And you could also do the deep breathing. What else you could do if you forget it all is just whatever she said, meaning me. Knowing that we've cleared here, it just works the same way. Because really what we're doing is we're clearing what's beneath all the words, what's beneath all of our thoughts and feelings and emotions that limit us. So when we're being uniquely ourselves, it opens the door for so many other possibilities. And being in the question and the choices, this is truly uniquely you, and consciousness are basically the same thing, and living consciously. So you'll notice all the topics that I share with you really intertwine. There's no separation. There's no this and then that, or that and then this. It doesn't work that way. It's all this big kind of combination, accumulation, variation of everything. It's certainly not cognitive. It's a creative flow. And a lot of us who function that way, that's what's so amazing about this. This way of being is just living in the question and the space of it, all that's available. I'm a little distracted because I'm seeing all of the happy birthdays. So thank you so much for acknowledging me and this day that I happen to be brought onto this planet. It's been very lovely, and I love celebrating anything and everything. I love celebrating the idea of just being in a space to encourage you to live your best life. That brings me so much joy. So what would it take for you to choose that for you? And are you being everything that you desire? Are you being that for you in the relationship of you, in your relationship with others? So anywhere and everywhere you have limited you from choosing that. Let's destroy and uncreate all that now. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So I've had a request from another being that for me to focus on relationship kind of concerns, we could say. I'm definitely gonna start sharing with you videos and different things related to more relationship type of let's say heaviness, or anywhere it may be limiting you in an intimate relationship, or more like relationship to family members, to friends. It actually kind of refers back to the chapter I wrote in the book that's on my website, the Relationships Done Easy book, where I talk about living in a way that allows you to determine if you're in a conscious space in your relationships. So I'm going to start sharing with you some pieces of that as we go along through the weeks here. So I'm very excited about that. And what have you noticed this week that's been limiting you? Is there anything specific? Is there something heavy at work? Heavy in your personal space at home? Relationship to you, relationship to other? Just tune into that for a moment. And let's clear anything that's limiting you in this moment related to that. So everything that is, destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So again, this topic of uniqueness, it's very broad. It's very non-specific. So I wonder what would it be like for us to get specific for a moment. And we can get specific with maybe tapping into and checking in with yourself on 3 things. Let's do 3. The number 3, that's a nice number. Let's do 3 things that make you uniquely you. What are you aware of? What are those 3 things for you? Now, what I would encourage you to do is to write those down, to take a look at those and see what those are for you. And it's really important then, so if we do kind of a 3-step process for the 3 possible unique aspects of you, that if you then acknowledge what makes you uniquely you, because when we acknowledge, it really allows things to come into actualization, or the things that we have actualized already, it really allows it to be, so that we don't overlook it and let it pass by. Because if we let it pass by, we may keep creating over and over again. So what would it be like to acknowledge those 3 unique things about you? Then what you can do, and we can even do this now, is clear anything, any heavy energy that precludes you from being the unique being you be. So let's do that again now, even though we did it a little differently just a few moments ago. Let's do it again. So everywhere that you've been limited in being the unique being you truly be, let's destroy and uncreate all that now. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And thanks again for everyone that's just joining for the birthday wishes and acknowledgments. Thank you so much. See, I'm acknowledging now. We're not going to let that pass by, because it is a celebration of life and living. I'm all about that. In fact, we're meant to do that every single day. So, what are you noticing now? What are you noticing now regarding the uniqueness that you are? And what would it take to continue to choose to be it? You know, you may even acknowledge like, wow, I'm being it all the time. I know I aim to be that. And just a reminder that consciousness includes everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So even when things get heavy, it doesn't mean things are bad. It's just, okay, there's a lot going on around us all the time. We're just meant to clear it and keep going, clear and keep going. So it doesn't have to interfere with who you are as a being. We just need to be diligent in checking in and asking questions. A question always creates. So anything that will allow you to be in the question, in the choice, in the possibilities, we destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And I see some more people joining us. Hi, Michael from the UK. Oh my goodness, nice to see you. And Jack, who happens to be my father, which is yay. Hi, Dad. who are now joining us. I'm grateful for that. And wow. So, what are you noticing now? Is it a little lighter? So we are basing things on light or heavy. And you may notice I'm going to repeat some things from week to week just so we're all on the same page, because this is relatively new. This is new for me to show up to you. It's new for you to receive me. And some of you are like completely seasoned to this way of living consciously. And you know who you are. And I know who you are. And I'm so grateful for you too. But for those of you who are new to this process, I will be repeating how this works. So basically, when we're clear, which is the whole point of what I'm doing with you, of Free and Clear Fridays with moi, then we can have more space to live, more space to choose, to be. And I know it sounds a little like obscure on some level, but it's very simple. When we get to that place, you just kind of know. And you get it when you get it. That's one thing I'm aware of too. And in the meantime, it's just like keep using the space of clearing and showing up here with me, and it just keeps going because this never stops. So we will continue to look at things, to clear things, to discover really what else is possible. Because when we get the problems and the limitations out of the way, then it allows us to have more availability to the possibilities. And we're really not meant to suffer. You know, I am a clinical psychologist. I've been working with people for years with depression, anxiety, and the one thing I'm aware of is this is not who we are. These are things that are limiting us from who we are. The truth is, most of us, in fact, are energy beings, and even the ones that are more human, that's okay. It's no big deal. But we are beings that are meant to live in a space of choice and possibilities. And that a lot of times we misidentify our awareness and our knowing as anxiety. And then other people's heavy energy is our own depression. We're not meant to be limited in that. We're just meant to acknowledge it and see what it'll take to clear it. That's why coming together here, you and I, and all of us coming together in this way, contribute to clearing whatever is heavy. So if you say something, you don't say something, if you're seeing this in the future, thank you for being the contribution, for being willing to look at things from a different point of view, to not get stuck in this reality where people suffer. We are not meant to be in that limitation, because that builds up and it creates symptoms of things such as, not only depression, anxiety, but certainly it can get worse to like suicidal like ideation, which is a whole nother thing, a whole nother topic for another time. But let me just say, it's not our truth. Our truth is what's light for us. Anything that's heavy, there's lies attached, untruths. And we're taught in this reality that problems are the truth. And our truth is actually like almost a lie. Have you ever been told, why are you so happy? Why are you so joyful? It's usually the people that have deemed problems as true, whereas for you it's not. So anything that won't allow you to be the being that you are truly meant to be here, let's destroy and uncreate all that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And I like what Michael's saying here. He mentioned people like that because they don't see what they're doing, and he's just saying he does. So that's great. It's so important for us to acknowledge the difference of how people see things and how we see things differently too. It's not a division, it's not a divide, it's just an acknowledgement. So I'm aware our time is getting close again to ending for this week, but I'm so, again, beyond grateful for you joining me here. and we're going to continue the journey each week here on live and Instagram. You can also find me during the week on TikTok, on Facebook, and please sign up for my newsletter, because there you'll get the latest information from the week before, the topic of the week before, as well as the future. So the topic of the week for the week that you receive the email and the newsletter. So what I will do, I'll put the sign up link in the comments so that you can go there to sign up if you choose. I would love for you to be part of it with me, and again, continue this journey together, because together we can truly create a difference here and be the difference I like to say that this world requires, right? So I want to again acknowledge you, to thank you again for all the birthday wishes and intentions. I'm just beyond with, I'm kind of blushing and just like lit up from it. So I can't tell you how grateful I am. And join me next week. It's gonna be, we're heading into March. Believe it or not, we're into March. It's gonna be March 5th. And again, where we will focus on turning problems into possibilities. And yeah, have an amazing week. Know I have your back, and we're gonna continue this journey. Anything that will allow you to know, be, and perceive and receive all that, let's just do one last clearing. Destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. All right, amazing beings, so grateful, and I'll see you again next week. Take care for now.